Digital literacy and digital citizenship. Some of the most essential skills for 21st century learners. But what is digital literacy and digital citizenship? These terms are often confused and mixed up, and I'd just like to clarify the difference between these terms before going on to talk about the importance and the need of all students having these skills. So, digital literacy means having the skills you need to live, learn, and work in a society where communication and access to information is increasingly through digital technologies like internet platforms, social media, and mobile devices. And there are three areas of skill within digital literacy. 1, finding and consuming digital content. 2, creating digital content. And 3, communicating and sharing digital content. So digital literacy is really the skills to use technology platforms, to work, to communicate, to create. Okay, the skills for using technology. Okay. So what is digital citizenship? Well, digital citizenship is the ability to engage positively, critically, competently, and safely in the digital environment, drawing on the skills of effective communication and creation, to practice forms of social participation that are respectful of human rights and dignity through the responsible use of technology. And you'll see here, there are some links to digital literacy, like competently using technology, okay? Having the skills for effective communication. These are also digital literacy skills. However, the important thing about citizenship is the responsible use of technology and to engage positively, okay? And to practice forms of social participation that are respectful, okay? So digital citizenship is like, being a member of this digital community, being a positive member of this digital community. So that's digital citizenship, and it's very, very important. If you speak to students who've studied about digital citizenship, these are the type of things that they will share with you. Okay, being safe with their passwords, being responsible, not oversharing, not believing everything is true. Okay, not trusting everything you see. Okay, being polite online, communicating with people you know. Okay, so this is kind of a child's or a student's understanding of digital citizenship. Okay. And, it's very important that digital citizens learn to be safe, be respectful, and be responsible, okay? And if you go to the commonsense.org website, there's a real focus on these things, okay? Using technology safely, responsibly, and respectfully. Adults also should be given lessons on digital citizenship because we've grown up in a world where technology has advanced greatly in our adult life. And we've learned how to use technology, in our adult life without being instructed and pointed out the pros and cons and the benefits of using it correctly. So some things that adults do, oversharing, bad manners, unsafe use, not being careful with their passwords, sharing images of others without permission, spending too much time at a computer, and believing and sharing fake news. So these are all mistakes that adults make, and that's why everyone should know about digital citizenship. And these are the things that we also want our students to be aware of, okay? Don't overshare, be polite, be safe. Don't share images or information about others without their permission. Don't have too much screen time, and be critical about what you read and what you understand from the news on the internet. So here are some other important aspects. We also make sure students understand the concept of digital footprints, that what you post and what you share will be online forever. Regardless of whether you delete it or not, these large corporations keep your posts, keep your data, keep your images. And even if we're not worried about the companies doing that, anything we share can be saved by someone else. It can be as a screenshot or as a screen recording. So everything we put on the internet will be there always. So we need to be more careful about our digital footprint. Okay, there's a fabulous video here by The Common Sense again, telling us to think, pause and think online. So before you post something, think carefully. Also, self-reflect before you self-reveal. Okay, is this a picture you want to have on the internet? Safe passwords. Okay, too many people have very unsafe passwords like 1234 or 2020. Okay, so making sure we have safe passwords will protect ourselves, and it's really an essential thing. Privacy settings. These are things we also learn about in digital citizenship. Pause, breathe, finish up. So not reacting instantly online, okay? Thinking before we reply. Also, sometimes keyboards can make us careless and cruel. People posting impolite comments can be very hurtful. We think it's just writing on a blog or writing as a comment in a YouTube video. It doesn't affect anyone. It does hurt, and it can be very careless and cruel. And we need to be aware of that, which is why we need to pause and think. Fake news, okay? There is fake news on websites, constantly, and we need to tell our students how to double check something they read or they see, and to be critical of that. We also, in digital citizenship, teach students how to use these websites carefully, okay, to be safe. Students and children and teens are going to use social media, okay, but we need to help them as they go towards that by being good digital citizens. Also, parents also use devices an awful lot. Often, parents will use devices more often than teenagers, something that many parents won't admit to. There you go. 9 hours of screen time per day. Okay? Social media alienates kids. This is something we also misunderstand. It doesn't alienate kids. Students often now use social media for making friends and connecting with their friends. So we need to think that social media is not a bad thing. It just needs to be used safely and balanced. There are benefits from students using it safely. And as one student explained to Common Sense, adults don't get it. They think I'm addicted to technology, but I'm not. I'm addicted to my friends, and I use technology to interact with my friends. Before, they might go to hang out in the park or hang out in each other's houses. Now they'll often stay home and hang out online. But it's because they're addicted to their friends. And it's important to get the balance right. Okay, using technology, but also having a healthy lifestyle, social connections outside of the internet, engaging in school and in the studies, and having fun with digital citizenship, in digital media. So if you're a teacher in a school, how can you help your students to become good digital citizens, especially as now many of us are learning and teaching online regularly? Well, make sure as teachers you are a good digital citizen model, and use that term, digital citizen, digital citizenship, during your lessons. Okay, remind students of positive behavior. Okay. Teach students how to search for information, make them aware of fake news, remind students about digital footprints, about sharing, about not oversharing, discuss online bullying and how to deal with that, and encourage students to be creators, not just consumers. So this is, looking back at sort of digital literacy, give them the skills to create, not just to consume. And here are the aspects of digital citizenship: internet safety, privacy, relationships, communication, cyberbullying, digital footprints, self-image, information literacy, creative credit. Okay, and as I mentioned, there are some wonderful resources for learning more about digital citizenship on the Common Sense website and on YouTube. So, videos made for students of all ages and adults. Please check them out. Finally, if you want to know more about digital citizenship and social networks particularly, check out the fabulous documentary, The Social Dilemma. which talks about the power of these companies and how they're used and how they're developed to be addictive, okay, and how we can be aware of that and kind of break that addiction. And with all this information about digital citizenship and digital literacy, you'll really be able to move forward and make sure your students and your children understand digital literacy and grow up to be good digital citizens. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. And if you have, please do hit the like button, leave a comment, or hit subscribe. Thank you.